Okay, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Shout out to my YouTube, Instagram, and my Facebook family. I had a whole video set today, right? I had a whole video. I was gonna go into some like politics stuff, but I had a conversation, and I like to keep a balance of like politics and like just general conversations. I am not an expert, by the way. I'm not like an expert psychologist or anything. I'm not trying to be. It's just I've learned a couple things throughout life. So, with that being said, I need to speak to the young brothers and the younger men. Come to the front, come to the front. Big brother Chief Mariah has some words for you. Um, I don't know who told you what life was gonna be like as you leave childhood and you start getting into more adulthood. I don't know who told you guys all you're gonna be an NBA stars, streamers, rappers, whatever you want to call it. There's nothing wrong with having those things as something you love. There's nothing wrong. Like, look at me. I'm on here vlogging, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But when it becomes to the point to where your sole identity is tied into other people's acceptance of you, materialism, when it's narcissism, what it can do is it can create a dark picture for yourself in your life, right? Let's take for instance, let's say a young brother I was just talking to, and he's having a real hard time with certain things that he wants to do. Was let go from a job, this, that, and the third. And so when I was talking to him, I was trying to tell him, well, what is it you want to do with yourself? Like, what is it you want to do, first of all? Because it doesn't matter how many different jobs you go to, they're just jobs. So you'll be over there beating yourself up about a job. That job isn't meant for you to stay there forever, regardless. It's meant for you to be there for a year or two. It's probably you're building a skill over here to where that's the career space, this and that. But what you're doing is, and I don't mean to say this in a negative sense, because I do believe in chasing dreams and whatnot, but to a certain extent to where you're not playing yourself, but you're over here in La La Land, right? And you're not really focused on the real world, right? Once again, like I'm the type of guy that says if you like to make music, I don't think there's an age limit to it. If you want to start a band in your garage and you 47, do it. Like have fun. You know what I mean? But when it's to a point to where the finances aren't financing, right? They're not. When it comes to the point to the finances are not financing. If that's what you signed up for, if you said win, lose, or draw, then don't complain about it. If you said I want to create the number one bestseller book, and I'm gonna work at this coffee shop, and I'm not gonna have much money, but this is my passion. Okay then, but you have to know what you're signing up for. You can't sign up to be a musician, an engineer, an actor, then when it's hard and you're not making any money, it's like, well, what did you think it would be? You're just gonna blow up and be the next star on earth? So the young brother's facing that reality where he's coming to grips with his mortality and saying to himself, oh, will this work? And it's like, I'll say like this, the chances of you being an NBA player is like 0.01. Chances of you being some world star musician, 0.01. Athlete, 0.01. Movie star, 0.01. You have a better chance at being a doctor than these things, right? But once again, like I said, you've been fed materialism and fame your whole life and told this is the epitome of success. You almost look like at an electrician, you look at a doctor, lawyer, teacher, and you say, oh, that's lame. Lame. And that's what I heard in that young brother's mouth. He was kind of like, "Oh, I want to do that. I want to do that." I get it. There's certain things I don't want to do. I get it, but you can't then turn around and complain about the lifestyle that you have. If you want to be an actor, then you're in LA and you got a roommates or 5 of them, and you better take your leg to the chin and you better start acting. You better get into some auditions. You better start working. But sitting around complaining, you can't do that. Secondly, who says once you get all that, you're going to be happy? Look at Floyd Mayweather, y'all. Floyd Mayweather, from my city, my hometown, spent about $1 billion and some change. $1 billion. $1 billion just went through his hands and out the other one. On what? We all saw it. Cars, girls, women, mansions, chains, necklaces, rings, you know what I'm saying? Watches, new Bugattis, new Rolls Royce. And it's just like that, once you've gone into that depth of that depravity of spirituality, and just in a space of you're trying to use material things to boost your self-confidence, don't give that guy money, because that guy just ran through $1 billion in say about 20 years. What are we talking about? And does he look happy to you? Does Floyd look happy to you being 50 something right now, having to get in the ring and box? That's crazy. But anyway, I wanted to share that and tell the young brothers, please get around some like better positive role models. Guys who are regular, normal guys, not these superstarish, swagged out guys, because you're gonna realize as you get older that's all fake. When I say fake, I mean like literally fake. The chain's fake, the car's not theirs. You know what I'm saying? The clothes are probably knockoffs. And you as a kid, you're so easily influenced, and then you get older and you're like, whoa, look at all these decisions I made, trying to chase something that's not even real. So yeah, I had a conversation with the young brother. I had to get that one out there because, man, I see a lot of the young brothers, they crashing out, they crashing all over the place. Like I read a statistic of, for the first time in history, unaliving of themselves, the black man or the black young man has officially took like the #1 spot. And you look at, it's economically way better than it was back in the day. What's the difference? Right? You had Jim Crow slavery. Why aren't they taking their lives that much like that? And you start to realize it's not just financially, spiritually. Like a lot of people are spiritually drained and famished. They have no concept of God. They're just in a situation where they don't even like being by themselves. One of the main staples of any religious ideology is solitude. If you always look at it, solitude, being in with yourself. Because when you're with yourself, you don't have distractions. And so that subconscious surfaces. So you can't run from yourself. And I like being by myself all the time. Last thing I'm gonna say, yeah, that's the last thing, by myself. To young brothers, I need y'all to stop running around in packs like that. Learn to be by yourselves. You can go hang out with Tony and them on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, yeah. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, be by yourself. Hey, what you doing? Hey, man, we about to meet over here. Come over here. All right, we're coming. Hey, sit down. No. That's too much energy. You have to learn to be comfortable with yourself. Once you master that level where you can just sit with yourself and read a book and sip on some tea or water or whatnot, that feeling is a great feeling because you're happy with yourself. You're content. No one else's opinions matter to you. First, finally, like I said, I catch public transportation a lot, train. And I hear people talk so greasy about people who catch public transportation. And for me, I'm like, okay, that person is going somewhere and you're upset about them or something, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a weird concept to see someone so bothered about other people because they don't want to sit with themselves at all. They don't want to sit and think about the time this happened, that time. So they, hey Mike, where you at? What are you doing? Hey, you trying to go on a date? Listen, my life is simplified. Simplify your life, young brothers. Work, do some skilled training on something that you're trying to do with your life. Go to sleep. Once again, work. After you get out of work, go find some skills or training in something else that you would like to do, and let time build and build and build and build, and then go to sleep. Go to sleep. All right, y'all. I gotta get out of here. I'm tired, but I had to say that out there. You young brothers, man, it's time to grow up. It's time to grow up. We all have to, and we all still are. You know what I mean? But anyway, you know the slogan: chase knowledge, don't chase money. Peace, love, positivity.